So the metric that matters then is cost per action. Is that what you're trying to get to the
The
core of?
metric that matters is lift, incremental lift. So how many more people took the action because they saw the ad? Cost per action is going to tell you how good your targeting was, right? Are you targeting the right type of user because you know how much you paid for an ad, you know how many conversions you got, and so cost per action. What it doesn't tell you is how many of those conversions you got and paid for were people that were going to buy it anyhow, regardless of
Yeah.
whether or not they saw the ad. Lift helps you make that distinction.
Okay. So the term, I've never heard this before, incremental lift.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. And it's exactly what it sounds like, right? It is, if 10 people saw the thing and bought it, how many of those 10 bought it because they saw the creative? And I'll go a step further. Cost per action incentivizes the wrong behaviors. So in cost per action, we know that the less times you expose a user to an ad, the lower your frequency, the lower your cost per action is going to be, right? So I can show this user an ad 3 times, sort of in this silo over here. Out of the other side of my mouth, I'm saying I get a CPA of $5, so great, right? In Lyft, we know that the more times you show a user an ad, the higher the likelihood that that user is going to convert. And so your CPM, right, how many dollars you spend on a per user basis is going to be higher when you're optimizing to Lyft than it is when you're optimizing to cost per action.
Okay.
But when you're optimizing to Lyft, remember, these are net new conversions. These are conversions you would not have gotten without the campaign. And so we've seen roughly 10 to 13 exposures is what it takes to get a user to convert, a net new user to convert. And so on the cost per action side versus the Lyft side, if you're a marketer, do you want to spend $1 in order to get 10 conversions, or do you want to spend $2 to get 50 conversions? Most would say the latter, but most marketers are not doing it yet. And so we are not only selling our product, but we're first going to prospective customers and saying, hi, we're Martin, we're new, we're so much newer than our gargantuan competitors like Google. But before we get into why and how, you have a problem. Like, do you know you have a problem? You're measuring the wrong thing. And so we have to first convince them that they're doing it wrong, no disrespect, and that there's a much better way to do this that will actually help you understand shampoo that's sold because of your advertising.